So again, this is going to be kind of geared towards guys, but ladies, if you're watching, I want you to put in the comments some other things that maybe we're not talking about that you find attractive when you see a guy, and of course you're like, he better come talk to me, right? He better come over and talk to me. You see him and he doesn't, and you're like, oh, this guy's just gonna walk out and not even speak to me, and I find him attractive. Um, so put in the comments, like, what are the things that you see that guys do or don't do, and you're like, please, guys, do this. All right? Put in the comments. Put in the
Yeah.
comments.
So many girls friends of mine, they are like annoyed by the fact that we as men hesitate to go talk to them, you know.
Mm. Oh yeah, yeah. I think the biggest complaint with women that I know and women that I've had as clients, if we're talking about dating, is oh, Allison says we're both attractive. I agree. I'm very attracted to Ryan.
Ah, I didn't
Thank
realize
you,
he was
Allison.
talking about us.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Uh,
Alison.
so look, um, yeah, I think that's the top complaint that most women have about guys is they just don't talk. They see us and they don't come up and say anything. They don't take the freaking step. And look, that's not biologically. That's not going to change. It's not going to be any different in the years to come. Women want men to like be the one that comes up and says, "What's up?" You know, women are flexible after that. I find that women are pretty. They'll change their opinion or whatever. They'll settle. They'll be a little fluid. But the first step is the first step, and you got to be able to take it. Am I wrong?
Nope. And you know what the other thing that is a bad approach to the whole men and women stuff is going to talk and just saying things that you think the girl will like, not things that
Yeah, yeah.
are actually true for you, but the things that you think they are attractive to you, the woman you're talking with.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. 100%. Hey, so before we get too deep into it, I'm going to do an exercise. I want all of us to do this exercise. And this exercise has scientific backed benefits, okay? All we're going to do is two things. We're going to breathe and smile. So I want everybody to breathe with me, 6 deep breaths through your nose, out your mouth, 6 times, and then smile. Let's go. And smile. All right, thanks, guys. Look, that's supposed to calm you down. It's supposed to get you more centered, and it's backed by evidence. So 6 is the magic number. Deep breaths, and it's supposed to help with anxiety. It's supposed to help get you recentered, and ultimately, what I want guys to do is when you see that girl and you go, "Oh God, all right, she's hot, but I don't know. I can't really. And then you're going through all of the excuses in your freaking mind, right? We come up with the stupidest fucking excuses. Oh, she's with friends. I don't know. And well,
She's with friends. Oh, maybe she's waiting for someone.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That one too.
Oh, I'm not wearing nice clothes right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she
Oh,
looks.
my mind's not right now.
Yeah.
If I was in a better mood, if my mind was right, take deep breaths, smile, walk over to her, get in your ear, walk over to her, walk over to the girls, say hi. Yo, it's not, all these PUA guys, these pickup artists, all of this men's dating advice stuff is crap. It's so it's not that complicated, guys. It's just not. It's just not. Women are attracted to men. Men are attracted to women. Women want the guy to approach them first. The end. Approach women. Say hi. If it doesn't work, stop. God, we're all so afraid of rejection. Like, it's the only time that I've ever been rejected. It's not, and it's not going to be the last.
And it's not a matter of what you say, but who you are that says it.
Yeah.
So
Good
don't
segue. Yeah.
don't afraid to say something simple or make a joke or whatever, because even if she's not interested in you, it won't be because of what you said. It will be because she doesn't fancy you, you know.
Yeah.
So at
Well, I
least
mean, I don't know.
at least you know.
I don't know. I think men can say some stupid stuff that creates unattraction, right? So women just will go, okay, this guy's not really, unless he's super hot or has a super nice body and she just wants to have sex, which is okay. It's kind of a, what you say can be a deal breaker, but
The exception in every rule.
yeah, but Ryan, the truth is, more than a majority of the men out there lose the opportunity constantly. They lose the opportunity constantly. So what today's video live is about is framing yourself to the point where you're so solid, you know yourself, you're just rocking and rolling, and you're saying hi to every girl that you want to say hi to. You're not missing the opportunities to meet women. And perhaps there's no spark there. Perhaps there's no fire there. Perhaps they're just friends. I've met plenty of women that I go, oh, yeah, well, friend zone, but it's cool. It's not like friend zone, nasty friend zone or bad friend zone. It's okay. We're just going to be friends for whatever reason. But
and it's
a lot of times
absolutely
we don't
fine
even
that,
get What's that?
It's absolutely fine, we love friends. Why not having more friends of the opposite sex?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. So let's talk about our last two videos and how this kind of creates a segue and creates a frame, right? So our first video was being more interesting, right? Having actually some stuff to talk about once you do approach the girl, and commonalities, right?
Let me go one step back and explain. If someone is watching for the first time, this is your first video. The last three coffees, the last two and this one together, it's a three coffee sections.
It's a threesome.
It's three sessions about how to be more attractive to women. So the first one, it was about how to be more interesting in the eyes of women, and the second one about how to be more confident with women. So just to give a structure in the guy's head. So you were saying about how to be more interesting, Dave. Please continue.
Yeah, so the first one was being more interesting. The second one is having confidence, okay? So any women out there, if you're watching right now, tell me if you don't find competent, interesting men attractive. I'm sure no one's going to comment. Every woman loves confident, interesting men, right? And then we're going to add to that confidence and that interestingness today with a frame, right? And Ryan, what do we mean by frame, huh?
Well, as you have said great to your video on YouTube, it's about knowing yourself, knowing what you like, what you don't like, who you want to be as a person, and who you want to have around you as other people. Who you want your friends to be, who you want your girlfriend to be, or your wife, or your female partners in
You
general.
know, that just got me thinking about the fact that a lot of us date people that we just know or through friends that we know, right? We don't
Yeah.
date much outside of our social circle, right? And we're
Hmm.
just kind of like dating the people that we end up dating. And it does we don't qualify them. We don't try to figure out if it's a good match. We try to force this match because it's convenient, right? You know, she's a friend of a friend, he's a friend of a friend. We like each other. Oh, we had sex, so now we have to, be a couple now. And
Hmm.
my gosh, why go through life miserable, trying to fit this piece of the puzzle that doesn't match? But until you actually frame yourself, you're just kind of haphazardly, wildly going through your dating life, going, well, I guess I'll settle for somebody that does smoke. Well, I guess I'll settle for somebody that doesn't take a shower every day. I don't know. That doesn't like to do. Look, what, one of my qualifications is traveling. Like, I would not seriously date any woman before I met Vasiliki if she didn't like to travel. Like, it's a qualification. So why would I date someone that doesn't want to get on the plane?
Hmm.
There's nothing wrong with not wanting to get on the plane. I'm not judging that. But why does a guy that wants to travel want to date a girl that doesn't want to travel? Well, we compromise our frame constantly,
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
So we have to stop doing that shit. Stop it,
Uh,
stop it, stop it.
you know, as you very well explained, we need to have standards.
Yeah.
So the reason I think most of the guys and girls go below their standards as far as matching up with the opposite sex is because they think they lack of choice, because
Mm.
of scarcity. Oh, I
Mm.
can't find a girl, so since I found one now, even if she's not the perfect match up, I will settle.
Yeah. Yeah. This is true.
But
This
this
is
is
true.
not the solution, and it's not certainly the happy solution. This is like a substitute for a beautiful relationship,
Yeah.
and it won't be emotionally fulfilling, and it's not the best solution. The best solution is to build yourself to the point where you have choices in life. You are valuable enough and attractive enough that you have so many choices that you can really go for the choice of that matches your standards.
Mm. I agree. I agree.
And the most successful guys and girls that are together from my environment, they are both guys and girls that have choices in life,
Mm.
and they found someone that matched their criteria, and they are happily ever after. They are in marriages, making kids everywhere. I'm constantly going
It's
to baby showers and everything. I'm happy for them. So, I have these examples in life from these people. So the first step, it's not just so it's to have standards, know your standards, know yourself, and then build yourself to match the standards of these kind of people.
Yeah. Yeah. I say framing like this. I describe framing as a picture frame, right? And so if you have a picture frame, like if you ever watch somebody actually make a picture frame, they have the pieces of wood, they cut the pieces of wood, right? Angle it.
Yeah.
One piece fits here, the other piece is this long, the other piece is this long, the other piece is on the bottom. And then you have the picture. Maybe you put some glass, right? It's a
Hmm.
complete package, but you can't have a proper frame without all the pieces. If you don't have a top or a side, there's no frame.
Yeah, it's
right?
missing.
So we don't necessarily think about our dating life like that. We don't think like, okay, once I'm properly framed, right?
Mhm.
Once I've
Yeah.
experienced all of this, once I've become more interesting, I've gotten all this confidence. Now I want to go and date. I want to date what type of women? Well, women that dot dot dot. Women that match up with you, right?
It's like I think it was in Alice in Wonderland, where the crazy hat dude
The Mad
asked her,
Hatter? Yeah.
the Mad Hat, yes. So Alice says, "Can you help me? I'm trying to, I've lost my way." And he tells her, "Where do you want to go?" She says, "I don't know." And he replies, "Well, then it doesn't matter where you go. Wherever you go, it's the same since you don't have a destination. If
Okay.
you if you don't know where you want to go, you won't find it,
Yeah.
you know."
Yeah. Well, you got to know. Yeah, you got to know yourself. You got to know what you like, what you don't like, and create the road to get there. And
Yeah.
and I feel like once guys get to the point where they're framed, right? They they walk into the club and they can talk to any girl they want. They're at the restaurant. They're sitting next to. I've talked to women at the table in a restaurant across from me because I found her. Okay, let me see. Hey, I don't need to be rude, right? You have to have some self-awareness. You don't go sit down at somebody else's table and start eating their food, but you can certainly say, hey, um, I'd really like to talk to you later. Can I get your number real quick? And then you talk. But you constantly miss these opportunities when you don't feel like you're good enough, right? You make
When
all
you,
these excuses.
yeah, actually, being a framed guy will give you confidence because you know what you're looking for and you know who you are,
Absolutely.
and you give zero fucks if the other one will accept you or reject you. The only thing that matters to you is about you be making the choice. Okay, I like this girl, and the only thing you can control is going over there to talk to her. You can't
Yep.
control what she has in her mind. It's up to
Yeah.
you though to go there. And
Yeah.
apart from
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
okay, cool. If it's an acceptance, great. If it's a rejection, who cares? It's not the
Yeah.
last woman in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I always think of rejection like this. Well, it wasn't going to work out anyways. Even if I could kamaki my way into, like, flirt my way into getting your number,
Kamaki.
into whatever, uh, if she doesn't like really really good looking guys, then um, it wasn't a good match. I don't know if you got that.
You know, I remember meeting a girl, and we were just friends, and we were
Huh.
discussing, and she told me, I like guys that have big noses. So I only searched for that, and I said, "Oh, okay, cool." Like all my exes had big noses, like my father. I said, "Okay, well, she has a weird taste, but this is what she's
Whatever.
looking for." So even if Dave goes, for example, that doesn't have a big nose, she might don't like because she's searching for something weird, or
Yeah, and
it
there's
might be a
nothing.
personality trait instead of an appearance trait.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their own schema, their own mindset of what they like, what they don't like, what they're attracted to, what they're not attracted to. But guys, right? If the ball is in your court, to at least figure it out, man. At least have that initial, like, I'm gonna just walk up and talk. I wanted to address something. Allison says, do you guys consider astrological signs for compatibility? I found that I'm very compatible with men, period. No, I'm an Aries, and I was married to Aquarius. So look, I'll talk about Ryan. I don't even know your thoughts on this, but I'll tell you from my perspective. And I study psychology. I study people. I mean, I've mentored, helped, blah 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 blah, thousands of people in my life, and I'll tell you one thing. Everyone's so different. I'm very much an advocate of the fact that you're made up of what your past experiences are, right? So no matter if you're a Libra, if you're a Pisces, I'm a Pisces. If you're a Pisces, if you're Cancer, your astrological sign had nothing to do with your past experiences that made you who you are today. So I don't feel like that has any part of the equation when you're talking about dating or compatibility, because we're a sum of our past experiences coupled with who we are today, and that's it. So that's my thought process on it. What do you think, Ryan?
Mhm. You know, the zodiac signs is one of the things I really don't pay any attention.
Mm.
And it's like a variety of things. Like, for example, I won't judge a person on age. I won't judge on like nationality or the zodiac signs. I really don't care. I only go to find out what this person is all about, like
Yeah,
what
that's
he
the
likes,
important.
what he doesn't like, how he thinks, maybe some past experiences. This is what I'm looking for. And first of all, it's the mindset. What attracts me is a certain kind of mindset in people. So this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Other
me
things,
too.
I don't even bother asking about zodiac signs. I never
Yeah,
ask. Normally, they will ask me. This is like a question that I get a lot here in Greece. What is your zodiac sign? In comparison with other countries that I went, that girls didn't really pay that much attention. I don't know why I get it so often here.
yeah. Tasha
Uh,
says maturity level, which is a huge thing.
mhm,
Vasco says me neither. Yeah, we're not into Vasco and I aren't really into signs.
mhm,
Um, but let's go back on track. Let's go back on track. We're talking about framing, and we talked about being more interesting. We talked about having confidence. We talked about knowing yourself and kind of experiencing life and letting that experience, right, that life experience mold you and not into this solid frame, right, but mold you into at least knowing the things that you like today.
yeah.
And oh, Tasha said I said much more. You skipped me. Did I skip you, Tasha? Okay. So knowing who you are today really matters, and knowing what you want to become.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Here's a great example. Oh man. So if I were single, I see all these super hot young girls on TikTok, naked, half naked. I won't say naked, half naked, all of the time. All of the time. And I wouldn't date any of them because I'm a professional. So how would that look on me if my hot girlfriend or my hot wife is all over Instagram or Facebook naked or half naked all the time, right? Posing
Mhm.
in bikinis, half naked or naked in the tub with photos constantly. I'm not judging that. If that's who you are and that's what you want to be, that's okay. However, understand that there's plenty of guys that will only sleep with you Saturday night, right?
Exactly.
The end.
Exactly.
The end. Maybe next Saturday we'll do it again if it was great, but we're not going to date. Why? Well, my God, what does that look like for me as a professional if I'm out there like that with you? That's
Exactly.
not a good look.
Exactly. And it goes both ways, eh? It might be
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
serious woman, let's say she's a lawyer or a judge, she's having many things going on for herself, and she meets like a model or a TV presenter or whatever, So she might want to enjoy herself with this guy, but then if he has like that much bad exposure on the media, then
Yeah.
she doesn't want to have a serious relationship with him. So it's something that goes both ways.
Yep.
Um, could you give us some of your examples and stories of your life about how to be more framed?
How to be more framed. You know what? I'll tell you what. For me, it framing is about seeking experience, right? So I try to experience everything possible in life, right? If I like it, then great. If I don't like it, at least I know I don't like it. But I'm experiencing it.
Actually,
And
let me rephrase that. I meant to say what it means to be framed, like a story. For example, in the video about how to get to become framed, you shared the story about the champagne service in the clubs. So
uh,
how a framed guy acts and how a non-framed guy reacts,
yeah.
things like that.
So I offer you guys to go watch the framed video. If you type in Unlimited Potential Network framing, you could watch it on YouTube. But I'll give another example here. Um, so a lot of guys do a lot of stuff to impress women. A lot. Most of the things that guys do,
Most of the
and
things.
it's so silly. It's so ironic that they'll go and buy an expensive car thinking that some women do, but women care about the expensive car, right?
Hmm.
And then they'll show the expensive car off, but they'll never go talk to the girl. They'll never make the first conversation, the first step. But the framed guy likes expensive cars. I love expensive cars, not because they're expensive, but because BMW is a car brand that I like. I like the stuff in it.
Hmm.
I like the craftsmanship. I like fast cars. I had an M3. I didn't buy an M3 because I wanted to show off or because I wanted to get girls. I bought it because I want to go to the racetrack and go to car shows because that's the kind of guy I am. Some guys aren't into cars. Don't force yourself to be into cars or watches or whatever because that's what you think women like and that's what guys are doing. That's
Exactly.
BS. That's BS. So you're not framed if you're doing stuff to try to impress other people, especially impress women, because the truth is most women can't tell the difference. Most women, I've never, not once, in the hundreds of women that I've met, not once has one said, "Oh, really nice watch. I love Tag." Not one. Not one.
Even if they could see the difference, it's a matter of what drives you to do what you do, what
Yeah,
drives
I
you to
agree.
spend how you spend, because if you like to go to Mykonos, for example, go
Hmm.
not because you want to show off on social media in the summer and say, oh, I'm in Mykonos, I was there too, this summer, of course, and then on winter I went to Arachova. Just don't do it for that. Do it because you genuinely like to go there, Don't spend money just to show off. The same goes with clothing, like don't buy something because it's a brand and you know that when you enter the club everybody's gonna see this Gucci shirt on you or this Versace shirt. Do it because you really like this type of clothing. If, for example, you don't like this type of clothing, and you like something different that doesn't show off that much, go for that. Go for what
Yeah.
you like. No
Yeah.
matter if it's a car, some clothes, your house. Don't go for the most expensive thing that you can get right now and getting even in debt for that. Maybe you can afford something else that you are happy with it. Don't try to impress
Yeah.
others.
Yeah, or stuff that you don't want. I know guys that are making, $800, $1,000 car payments every month on a car that it's just a car to them. They're not into cars. They don't do anything with the cars. They just think that the Mercedes, when they pull up to the club, is going to get them some girls. And that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
Women, I'll tell you, if I want to go into the psychology of women and attraction, women like guys with nice cars because it shows a status symbol, right? It shows that they're framed. It shows that they know themselves, but they can knock that out the park as soon as they open their mouth. Guys can knock it out the park. If you roll up with a Lamborghini and you open your mouth and a woman realizes that you're just an unframed guy. That's it.
And
If
you,
she wants to have sex, maybe she'll sleep with you, but that's it. If she finds you attractive, but yeah, all bets are off. She
or
won't
if
call you
she's a
back.
gold digger, or if she's a
Well,
gold
if she's a
digger,
gold digger, okay. But
you
the
know.
truth is, those are small percentages. It's weird. I think a majority right now of the young girls are just hoish on TikTok or Instagram, and I hate to say it like that. I don't mean to judge, but um, they like the attraction, and the truth is the likes and all the comments releases dopamine. It's an addictive chemical in your body, and you become addicted to all of the attention.
Mhm.
And all I see now, right, especially when we're talking about the younger generation, not people my age or your age, but maybe a little younger, it's all about me. Me, look at 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 me, ha, look at me, oh. And okay, I get it, and I'm going off on a tangent, but this tells me when you're doing this tells me you're not framed as a woman, right? Not just the guys, but as a woman, you're not framed. So again, Saturday night, and that's it. Sorry.
Okay.
If that's all you have going for yourself is your
Mhm.
Instagram or your TikTok, and all you can do is show your nice ass, well, what's that going to do for me, right?
Yeah.
Come
You
on.
know, and so about framing, and mostly I am referring mostly to the guys. You hear me well, Dave, because I have some delays in the connection. Hello?
Yep, I hear you.
Ah, good. So once you're properly framed, you decide based on what you want, and not what other you think other people will like. You will decide what car you want. If you want a cabrio, you will buy a cabriolet car just because you want it, not because you want to go and show off to other people. If you want brands, you will
Yeah,
buy brands just and you will wear them even if you are in your house. It doesn't matter. Like, don't try to capture the attention from others and make decisions in your life just based on what other people will like about it. Make your decisions.
yeah,
Start
yeah,
thinking who you are and
yeah.
what
I
you
agree.
want. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we pretty
So
much.
that's framing. That's being properly framed.
Mhm.
We did. We covered it and then some. Some good conversations, some good knowledge. Tasha said that I skipped over something that she said, but I can't find it. So I promise next time, next Tuesday, address it. again, put it in the comments again, and we'll talk about it. But
Or she can copy and paste it. You know, if you can find the
yeah,
comment,
yeah.
Tasa, can you copy paste
But
it so we can see it now?
yeah, Tasha, if you're still on and you see, put it in the comments again so we can see the comment. There's 40 something comments. So yeah, 41 comments. So I don't see it. Anyways, so I hope for guys that make sense. Women, I hope that you have more framed guys coming up to you and at least expressing interest, right, from
Yeah.
our video, and that I don't know, that dating becomes a little more fun, you know,
And you
and
know,
plentiful.
girls, there is something you can do to help men frame themselves, you know, become more aware of who they are and what they want. Share this video, because all these videos from the Tuesday Coffees with Dave and Ryan, they are uploaded on YouTube in our channel. There, you can copy paste it and share it with your male friends, so that we start an effect, you know, like a domino effect.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. Hit share right now, right now. Everyone that's on, if you believe in what we just covered, if you think that the stuff that we just said could help guys and in turn help you, hit the little share button right now. Put it on your page, share it to a couple of guys that you know, whatever it is. Because we're here trying to make the world a better place, and we sincerely mean that. We're not making any money
Exactly.
off of this. This is free. This is just us spreading our love. All right.
Drinking our
So that's it.
coffee.
We love it. Yeah. Awesome. All right. We love you guys. Thank you guys for
See
watching.
you, everybody.
We appreciate it.